It looked like that strategy is exactly what you called. He was going to tie up your wrists and just try and eke out a couple of takedowns and get out with a win. I mean, it was exactly what you thought, right?
At the end of the day, it just came down to me controlling the match, pushing the tempo. I mean, I'm freaking gassed. That's probably the fastest tempo I've pushed all year, like throughout a whole match, and especially coming into postseason. Sometimes not having many matches going past the first or second period. I mean, you get to postseason, you have a lot tougher matches going 6 minutes, and it wears on you for sure. And you just kind of have to push it through, and pain in the third, and I mean, it really just comes down to how bad you want it. And at the end of the day, I wanted it worse than he did.
I think I heard maybe somebody in your family behind me saying, "You've got to push it, Josh." I mean, I think there were like 15 seconds left or 20 seconds left, and you got that takedown with 12. Did you realize how much that you were running out of time?
Yeah, I mean, I knew when we got up in the third. Third, he's down, it's all tied up, and my coach said to go neutral, and I thought I might have an opportunity to turn him, and if not, then bring him to his feet and maybe get a turn from there. If not, then we're back on our feet and I have to push tempo, and I mean, that's all it came down to. I didn't even think about it. I mean, all we've been reiterating all weekend is tempo, 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 and you can't sit. I mean, if I don't wrestle my match, then I'm not the best at the end of the day.
He doesn't really pass the eye test. Is he just sneaky strong? I mean, he doesn't look like a
I mean, he's
220-pounder.
I don't think he's sneaky strong. He's just lanky. He has a good reach, and he wrestles for St. Ed's, which is a great program.
Right. So,
and I mean, it's a great program. At the end of the day, everyone's good. It doesn't matter your body type. So.
You said last night that you were coming down here as a kid and watching these guys, and you called them superheroes. Are you a superhero now?
Man, I hope so to some kids. I'm just happy to end on a win. That's the last match I'll ever wrestle. And I hope I'm a superhero to the Jaws kids, the young wrestlers out there watching. So.
Last year you took down a #1 ranked wrestler here, and then this year you had to have that bullseye all year. You know, people are going to wrestle you differently. Talk about just having that pressure that you're expected to do it, and you came through. How good does it feel that you lived up to that?
Oh man, it's a million pounds off my shoulders. I mean, you try not to think about it during the season. You try and keep it off your mind, but it's always there. And I'd say being ranked first is a blessing and a curse. It's letting people know you're good, but it's also putting a target on your back. And it's going to make people wrestle you different than they would. So, yeah, it's just a huge weight off my shoulders. I can't reiterate that enough.
Who all do you want to thank that helped you get to this point?
Oh, man. I've had different drill partners every year. My freshman year, I drilled our heavyweight when I was 95, and the next couple of years I drilled with Bryson Light, who was our 182, and then this year I drilled with our 195, who's an alternate here, and then my brother, just all the people in the room, first off, just pushing me and making me better, not letting me slack. And then, obviously, my coaches. I remember coming in as a freshman, and I had a meeting with Coach Colell, and he was talking to my dad. He said, this kid can go wherever he wants. He can be a state champ. He can wrestle anywhere he wants. And I just remember that sparked me to work hard and get better. So, and then, obviously, Coach Cedar. He's been a best friend to me, Coach. Sorry. 9 yards, man. My dad, my family, everyone.
Sean, what's it mean to have your first state champ?
It's an awesome feeling. Obviously, Josh is an amazing kid, so anytime you get the opportunity, you're privileged to coach someone like him. It's pretty special. It feels pretty good.
That's really the only thing missing from your resume. I mean, when you talk about OCC titles, Gorman titles, and sectional titles. And,
she's at home.
I mean, getting that state championship is, you talk about weight off his shoulders is a little bit of
I'll be honest, I don't know if a weight off my shoulders, but at the end of the day, to be able to see a kid kind of see some of his dreams come to fruition, I think that's pretty special. And like you said, we have a great staff. From Coach Cox, Hunter Hyder, all of them, coaches we've had in the past. So it just kind of speaks to them and our work ethic in our room. And again, just him. I mean, he's a great kid.
You set the bar kind of high for your brother.